Hey everyone, Amanda Mazey here, Country Roads Trust. Joining me today, JJ Wetherholt, Braden from WU Baseball. Guys, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
You guys had pretty good opening weekend. Georgia Southern, you went 1-2 Sunday's game, beat them by 9 runs. Just kind of talk about opening weekend and is it what you guys expected and the good things that came out of this?
Yeah, it was definitely a good weekend. I think we should have won the series, but looking back at it, we just didn't have the best 2 games starting. But the Sunday we really showed who we are as a team and how good we can be. And I think they were a pretty veteran squad. They had a bunch of older guys, and they were pretty experienced. We had some new guys, and the environment was pretty tough. But overall, I thought we handled it pretty well, and just Sunday was super encouraging to see how we did.
No home runs until Sunday. Braden, you had one of those home runs. Just talk about the bats coming alive that final game.
Yeah, that's what we were waiting for the whole weekend. I mean, we knew we have a really offensive team going into the weekend, and those first 2 games were not a great example of what we really could do. And going into the game, Sabes was even saying, we're just waiting for that offensive explosion. And I think Sunday is really a good example of what we can do and what we will do the rest of the season.
Yeah, and there was a lot of good bats, swinging on those first 2 games. Talk about just kind of knocking off the rust, right? Sometimes you have to practice inside because of the weather. You're scrimmaging your own teammates. So when you actually get out there to face an opponent, you're kind of like knocking that rust off. So just talk about starting that season and just being able to kind of fine-tune what you've done all spring up until this point.
Yeah, I think baseball is definitely a sport that, you can try to replicate a game setting, but it's almost impossible just because of environments, where the field is. I know that was a big thing is Friday night we all kind of agreed that it was hard to see the ball because we haven't played there before. The lights were different. It's different than what we're used to. So kind of just settling in like that. It takes a couple ABs to get going, especially for some of the new guys too. But even us returners, it's a new year. It's a new team. We haven't played in this setting before, and it's just tough to get going. So kind of just like what you said, knocking the rust off was something that we had to do, and it showed up on Sunday.
No secret, you guys have to spend the first many games on the road because of the weather. Your first 11, including an exhibition game against the Diamondbacks, going to be on the road. Talk about just that travel, because you guys, it's a little different. Even as we speak at this interview, you guys got in at 2:30 last night from Georgia Southern, or 2:30 this morning, I should say. You guys don't charter. You fly commercial. It's kind of up in the air. It's tough to do that, but it kind of prepares you for what could happen at the end of the season when you are possibly traveling. But just talk about how difficult that is, but how you guys make it work.
Yeah, travel days are tough for the body, but, we do everything we can to, keep our bodies ready and get ready for the games. But we use these devices called Fireflies that keep our legs loose on the planes. They're like electrode shocking things that shock our legs and generate blood flow to the lower extremities so we can keep our bodies ready and loose for the games. But, yeah, it's tough traveling, but, it's nice going down and playing in warm places and getting that good competition early in the year so we can prepare ourselves better for the rest of the season.
JJ, you had a phenomenal freshman season. You started off really well this season as well. How do you just make sure that you maintain that consistency in your sophomore year here?
Yeah, I think, that's something I've definitely been striving for. It's one thing to have a good freshman year or one good year, but you have to replicate it. 1 year itself isn't really going to do anything. So it's kind of just something that, I've made sure to look at the mental side, see, things that I could work on. We do kind of tests before to see where your brain's at, mental tests. And one of the questions is, what's your confidence? And last year I put my confidence down as a 4 out of 10. And this year I think I put it as 6 or 7. So confidence is something I'm building, and it's something I'm working on. And just having the confidence to know that I'm capable of playing good and replicating that has really helped me stay consistent.
Braden, this is your third year as a Mountaineer. Each year you've gotten progressively better. What are you expecting out of yourself this year?
Just trying to get better each year and helping the team in any way I can. I want to win, so if I have to be the guy that's going to drop down the bunt to score a run in the late innings of the game, I'm willing to do that. But just finding any way I can help the team,
You guys have another big week, Maryland Tuesday night, and then you're on the road to Arizona, play Arizona, and then the exhibition game against the Diamondbacks. How cool is that going to be?
Yeah, I'm super excited for that, actually. That trip's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a long day, long travel day. But it's super cool. I've never even been to Arizona, so I'm definitely excited for that, the series in Arizona alone. But then to play the Diamondbacks team is going to be super sweet, too.
What do you think about that, Braden?
It's going to be awesome. Like he said, I haven't been that far out west yet, so I'm looking forward to going to see the the whole landscape out there and playing the Diamondbacks is going to be super cool too.
Talk about just being able to travel and see new places. Like you said, you've never been to Arizona. So that's, I mean, it's tough traveling. You know what you're getting into, but it's also pretty cool because you get to see places you've never seen before.
Right. No, I think travel's awesome. I'm a big fan of planes too, and especially when you're traveling with your buddies. I mean, we got a group of 40 guys. We all love each other. It's super fun. Even yesterday, we saw teams at the airport. Like Kent State was there, Pitt was there. So we're seeing teams that we know. So it's pretty cool just traveling. But going to new places is awesome. You know, I expect when I'm older I might get the opportunity, but not like this where it's all paid for and I'm with all my buddies. So definitely take advantage of it and enjoy it.
Good point, exactly. You guys were snubbed from the NCAAs last year. Got a little chip on your shoulder, Braden? You think this team has a little chip on its shoulder this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know that, especially after last year, that every game counts, and that honestly makes it a little bit more bittersweet of us dropping this series early. But, you know, going forward, we just have to take every game one step at a time and really attack each game.
When you guys finally do come here and play at home, how nice will that be to play in front of the home fans?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I think Coach May said that we topped the season ticket record, so that's something pretty cool. I'm excited for that. I know people are excited for it too. I think, you know, the other sports teams are doing well, but this is definitely a year that if we propel ourselves and get to the playoffs, it could be a huge year for Mountaineer baseball.
Absolutely. JJ, Braden, thanks for joining me. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.